Here we go. Good morning, Team Fit Factory. We're up bright and early this morning. Thank you for joining us to start your day. Those of you that are here, those of you that are not here, you need to be on these calls. The goal is to host them bi-weekly, not every week. And I know bi-weekly, you can just go ahead and get up and give 30 extra minutes to your business and to the team. Number one, so we can all get to know each other on a more personal level, hopefully through video and through your voices. That would be absolutely great. And number two, just so you can find out exactly what's going on in a team, what's going on training-wise, what's going on as far as Team Beachbody is going. So we'll be discussing upcoming trainings, what's happening, some different things, discussions that we've been having more so in the group just to get ourselves going. So anyway, again, welcome, happy Monday. So today, what I really wanted to discuss was we have implemented some new things that many of you or most of you are aware of. The biggest thing is the Fit Factory University. And I wanted to call this morning, we have been working very hard at that, tirelessly at that. Both of us have had sleepless nights. I've only had maybe an hour, 2 hours of sleep right now, and I'm up on this call. So we've been working very hard on that, getting that ready for you guys. And I wanted to I'm kind of going to share my screen a bit. Let's see here. I'm going to share it just so for any of you that haven't been on there yet, or even if you have, this is Fit Factory University. So as you can see, there's several different tabs. There's a start here, which is where you want all of your coaches to start and where you will need to start if you haven't been there, just to see what this is about, what is in the start here tab. Whether you're a coach that is just starting out or your coach has been here for 5 years, which is nobody, no one is too good to not start here, meaning at least get here so you can see exactly what your coaches are saying. So that's a video from us. These are the first 6 steps. This is getting them straight to their getting started right call. So the purpose of here and the purpose of their very first tab, start here, is to get them prepared for their very first conversation with you. And the great part about this is everybody will be getting started right the same way. So we will know exactly what people already know. We will know what they've already done, right? Because it's all here. So it won't be different varying across the board. It'll all be right here. So you just need to get people to this point. And that will be from the email from Team Fit Factory, which we have. And it'll start and it'll say, let's get started. So let me see if I can pull up a copy of that. Okay, hold on. Go back to the group.
I want them to see that it's in there, so they don't have to go searching around.
Where's in the file section?
It's not. I have a new coach now. It's in our team for that group, but it's also in the university.
Yes. Okay. You have a coach now. What? So then you can go here. Welcome to the team. Blah, blah, blah. There it is. This is what the introductory email looks like. You'll send them that email that welcomes them, that'll have that link in there. When they click on this link, it'll be taken here. And we'll add a video here pretty soon. And it just basically welcomes them. And it says, let's do this, get started today. And they click here and they will automatically be granted access into the university. And it sends them an email as well with that access. So it'll send them an email with their username and password. And so they can always get in. So that's kind of where you want to go, definitely with that. So we want you guys to use this. We want you to utilize what we've done here for yourself and for your coaches. So we have the basis for doing this is to take the pressure off of you, to take the pressure off of you training them, to take the pressure off of the back office. There's a lot of stuff in the back office. That's amazing. And I suggest people still learn their back office. You still need to know what is back there. This does not take the place of your back office. You still need to know what's in the back. You still need to know how to discover what those different numbers mean. And that is actually there in the Coaching 101. It's actually the very first day called Discover Beachbody. You need to know that because there's so many of you. I'm going to give a little tough love now. You've been here too long. And guess what? One day is a day too long. You are in a business. You bought a business and you don't even know what you have. You don't even know how to check on your business. You don't know how to see if you got money. You don't know how to see if you got any customers. You don't know how to even get customers, how to sign customers. You don't even know what's in your store. Would you do that in a traditional brick and mortar business? Would you buy something and not know what it even is? Never go check on it. Never go look at it. Never go see what's going on, what's happening, what's new, what's upcoming. Never. You need to do that. It is very important for you to get back there. It is very important for you to check the news and alerts and to stay abreast. Now, we will try to re-engage you in the Facebook group and to try to remind you. But you need to look at the Facebook group as reminders of information. That is not the only place. You need to be proactive in your own information in getting that and knowing what that is. You need to know that. I'm telling you and I'm giving it to you straight. Because if you don't, you're not in business. You don't have a business. You don't have a business. You're just playing around because you don't know what you're doing. It's the same thing about this university. We have created this. We have given the access to it. And many of you have not done it. If you worked in a traditional brick and mortar job or you had a business, they would have set a humongozoid thing on your desk by now, some huge SOP or something. Here, learn this. Believe me, I've been in corporate America before. I've also worked for the government. Learn this. Or you get inundated with these online training systems now. Hey, learn this, or you got to go away somewhere for 2 or 3 weeks, or sometimes longer than that at a time. Go learn this. Go learn this. There's no difference here. Understand that work at home does not take the W out of it. The W means something. Work. So I'm not your employer. I am not your boss, but here is your mentor. I've talked to many of you. I've heard you talk about what your dreams are and your goals and your aspirations and your finances, and I want this and that. You're not going to have that. You will not achieve that unless you put in the work that's necessary. The great thing about this business is, yay, you kind of get to do it on your own time, or you can do it while you're at the beach, or you can do it while you're at the coffee shop or during your lunch break. That's amazing, but it still has to get done. You couldn't be on this video today? Great. Guess what? Watch it. Watch it. Watch it as an entirety. Make sure your team watch it. Make sure you take notes. Make sure you knew what was happening. And so this first call seems like a little preachy, is because it had to be, because we have to get together as a team. We're forming a culture. And what you do, your coaches will do. You will teach them to do by what you're doing, by what your emotions are, what your movements are, right? So you want them to get on calls, to engage, to participate. Where are you? Are you doing that? You want them to know what's happening, what's going on. You don't understand why they're not working, or they haven't signed any coaches, or they haven't brought any customers. Are you doing that, right? So we have to make sure that, number one, we're doing it, and then we pass that down as a culture so that our coaches are doing that. And that just becomes how Team Fit Factory gets down. That just should be how we get down. It's the same thing as far as when we're talking about Success Club. It is, oh man, almost, I don't know. We have not a lot of time left. 2 weeks? 2 weeks left. It's plenty of time to hit Success Club. You need to make that a no matter what. It needs to be a no matter what in your business. Seriously. It's like you can equate it with, you can right here with owning a store again, because what it is getting you in the mindset of understanding that just because it's online does not mean it's some like different beast. It is still a business. It is still a store. So if you had a store, how long do you think you would survive if you didn't bring any customers in the door? Not long. Not long. You'd be packing it up and shutting it down. The beauty in this is you don't have all kind of overhead, people to pay, employees. And so what happens is it's kind of like skin in the game. And because maybe you feel like you don't have a lot of skin in the game, like, oh my God, it was only this or $39 or whatever. It's not a big deal. You treat it like that, blah, blah, blah. That's exactly what's going on. And it's going to treat you like that back, right? Because this business is a direct reflection of the amount of lives you change. So it's like input versus output. Like what you put in is what you're going to get out. And at first, you're going to put in a lot and you're going to see a little. And as you continue to do that, there'll be a compound effect. And then pretty soon, you'll be able to put in little and take out a lot. That is how it goes, okay? So you need to make sure that you're doing that. There's too many of us that are walking around not knowing what to do, not actually doing what we should be doing, not taking the reins of our business when we've said that we wanted one and said, let's go, right? So you're probably thinking to yourself, oh my God, but isn't this my own business? Yes, it is your own business. But yes, this is your own life. And yes, those are your own finances. So the things and dreams and goals and things that those are yours, that you said that you had, that you told me, or you told my husband, or you told your coach, whoever it is that you spoke those things into, you need to make sure that you're doing what it takes to live them, or they'll be just that. They'll continue to just be that. They'll just be dreams. Not things that you're trying to make a reality. And I want to let you know that all of those things that you said can't come true. They can happen. We are living proof of becoming that. And so as we cross off dreams, they get bigger and bigger and bigger because we cross them off, and then here's something else and you cross them off. And we are starting to live the things that we speak. And we want you guys to take part in that. We want you guys to take part in this training. We want you to own it, take ownership of it. It isn't just ours. This isn't the Shanta and Demetrius Flowers show. This is Team Fit Factory. So we have to get together as a team. And there's some things that are just non-negotiable. Success Club, non-negotiable if you're actually running a business. Events, non-negotiable if you're running a business. You need to be at the event. You need to find a way to get to summits. You need to get there. You need to be at the Super Saturdays. You need to be on the National Wake Up Call. You need to be here at Cafe Coach Connect. You need to show how serious you are about your business by being there. It is a part of it. It gives you the knowledge and the confidence and the know-how to be able to get out and be able to talk to people. So with this training system, it should free you up, because now you're not spending so much time of your time training. You can spend most of your time recruiting, which is the bread and butter of our business. Recruiting people into your challenge group, recruiting people into your business. That's 80% of what we should all be doing. 80% should be recruiting. We haven't been able to recruit as much because we have basically put our businesses kind of down to get this fixed up so that you guys could keep recruiting, talking to people, putting them in the funnel, talking to people, putting them in the funnel. And so if it just eases it up for you, your job is to talk to people, love on people, and ask them the question, have you ever considered? Have you ever considered being in an online fitness group? Have you ever considered doing what I do, or coaching, and building those relationships and being in your challenge groups? That is what we want you to be able to do, a lot of the fun stuff. And so you won't be able to do that as much if you're not here. And as you go along and there's some things that you feel like you want to change or systems that you want to implement, you are the CEO of your business, you can do that. But I would suggest you, of course, start here, learn what this system is, because there wasn't a system, so learn what it is. And so at some point in your journey, maybe when you become diamond, star diamond, and you got a bunch of coaches, have at it. We want leaders to rise up. We want this to be a team of leaders, not just us, a team of leaders, of where people are taking charge, rising up, and taking care of each other. So that's enough of me preaching. And feeling like I'm yelling at y'all, but it's just really the truth. This is just me being a mentor. Sometimes in mentorship, there's a time to be the cheerleader and to say, rah, which I'm about to do. And then there's a time to actually step up and lead and say, come on, this is what's going on. Here's a little swift kick in the butt. We got to go. And that's where we just were. So now to the cheerleading part. I'm very, very proud of you guys. I'm so proud of the interaction that's been happening in the team. I'm proud of everyone taking each other by the hand. There's some things I need to still go in there and answer to. So I'm just proud of you guys of what you've been doing and the friendly culture that you have been creating, how you've been lifting each other up. I've seen it. We have seen it. It does not go unnoticed. It's amazing. And that's why we are one of the best teams out there, because we are like a family. And that's what we want to continue to be. We want to continue having that family culture and being there for one another and bringing each other together. That's what this is about. So, of course, keep adding your coaches to the groups. Keep coming in there and participating. I would suggest you at least make sure that you stop by at least once a day into the Facebook group to kind of just give it a mull over to see what happened that day. Did somebody get added? Did something happen? Did somebody need to be uplifted? Did somebody have a success story? You never know. So I'm not telling you to be there all day. I can't be there all day. You can't run your business by just constantly being there all day. But at least pick one time of the day that you get in to your group and check in, because that's the same thing you'll need to do for your challenge group, is to make sure that you at least go in once or twice a day to check on your challenger. So to get you in great practice for that. Honey, do you have anything to say? Anything to add? You should. I can hear you, but I don't know if I can hear you because you're there or what.
No, just going back to the Fit Factory University, I would just like to see everyone making sure that, again, we try to make this thing somewhat comprehensive. We're working out some bugs. There's a lot of information and things like that that is being added. Make sure that you're getting in there. Make sure that you're putting your coaches in there. We wanted something that could be automated where people weren't having to go and look all over the place to try to get things done. But if you look at me, you have a coach now. That's not only that welcome email template there. There's also a checklist in there as well. So if you print out, when you're getting started with your new coach, if you simply go to that checklist and you work through that checklist, by the time that new coach has gotten started, you've already done the necessary things, including their quick start to help them get started on the right foot. So when they get over to coaching 101, they're off and they're running, and that we are creating that culture of duplication, of helping one another to have success. So we can spend more time, as Shanta said, helping people get healthy and fit, helping people understand about this amazing opportunity that we have to own our own business and be in partnership with a Fortune 500 company. There's nothing like that out there, to me, like this. And I know that there's a lot of things out there, but Beachbody, to me, is the creme de la creme. In this sense, I think that they've done an amazing job at taking two things that are extremely important to our lives and that we can't live without, that gives us longevity and the opportunity to go out and make our lives what we desire for them to be, to chase after our dreams, goals, and aspirations. And that's our health and fitness and our finances. Two things that we extremely need in this world to be successful, to be able to go on and chase after those things that are important to us. And Beachbody infused those things together, and then they stuck out their hand, not needing us because they were already a very successful company, and said to all of you guys that are utilizing our programs, products, and things like this, let us help you get financially free. Let us help you own your own business. and they asked us to become their partner. And you are on this call, you're in this group, and you're part of this team because you saw the vision for yourself. So let's not let outside forces, I know a lot of us are dealing with that. I posted something in the group about dealing with fear the other day. So let's not let outside critics, and let's not let the critic within stop us from going and achieving that which caused us in the first place to want to start our own business. Because I've spoken to a lot of people, and I tell people all the time, I said, listen, I'm not this broody cool guy that just came off the street and I'm so bummed. No, man, I've had a lot of success in my young life. 8 years in the Marine Corps, bachelor's and master's degree. I'm a special agent with the Department of Homeland Security. And then I saw this, and when I really got it, I went, oh my goodness, this is amazing. And not because I'm some big guy on, ooh, I need to have all the money in the world. It's not like that at all. I just want to know what it feels like to own my own life. And for me, that is so important, to be in control of my day, to know that I haven't hit this proverbial glass ceiling, which all of us do. And my reality came because at the age of 32, 33, I hit a glass ceiling in my quote unquote great career. And I haven't made another dime, haven't had to raise anything in the past 4 years. And it dawned on me like, wow, is this my life? I'm way too young to have already hit my peak, to already have had somebody have to tell me that this is all your work. And I just don't want anybody to tell me that anymore. I know what it feels like to be poor. I know what it feels like to be quote unquote middle class. Now I want to feel like what it feels like to own my own life and have finances out the way as an issue. And I know you feel the same way. And so I know you've heard the passion of Shanti, you see the passion of me, and I don't want to apologize for that, guys. Everybody that knows me knows I'm a type A, hence the Marine Corps and being a special agent. We want this thing, so let's go get it. Utilize these tools. Let's uplift, motivate, inspire, help one another to go further. Yeah. And so I love you guys from my heart. Let's make this thing happen.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's it, pretty much. We just really want to talk today about the system. I wanted to just also remind you, many of you are new and you're thinking, oh, I don't know what to say, I don't know what to do. Those things are also in the training. So it's there for you. And it's not an irritation. It's just that because you're not in there looking, you don't know. How to invite is in there. Some inviting scripts are there. There are videos up about how to do your first grand opening, how to do your first Facebook invite. Those things are there. So utilize them. But always remember this. You know more than the person that you're talking to. They don't know anything, right? So even if you're a coach that signed up an hour ago, you still know more than them. And be okay with making mistakes and failing and screwing it up. Because the quicker you know what it feels like to screw it up and say the wrong thing and, oh, I shouldn't have done it that way. Maybe I should have got the information. I should have just thrown my link. The better. Okay, because I see a lot of that. I see a lot of link throwing. And that isn't wrong. But let me tell you why you don't want to do that. People don't know what to do with your link. They don't know what to do with it. So you're throwing it out there and you're like, oh yeah, I'm a Beachbody coach. And somebody says, oh, I'm interested in that. You say, hey, here's my link. They don't know what to do. They don't know where they should go. They don't know what they should buy. And they don't know the best way to capitalize on that. So you need to make sure that you're capitalizing on it. That'll be the best way for them and the best way for you. Win-win. Hence, Challenge Pack or Shakeology HD, or explain to them how they can get more for their money and more bang for their buck, or seeing what it is that they need exactly, which is why we have the Coach mobile app where you can just send them an email that completes that, where you do that yourself. And if you cannot do that, then it's best to at least call them and walk them through it, or send them, a step-by-step of how to get there. But you need to direct people to what they're going to do. It's just like when you're watching an infomercial or marketing or whatever, you know how you go, I always use, fast food restaurants, and you pull up and it's like, I need a number one, number two, number three. They have it all set out for you. Well, that's exactly how it needs to be for you. You need to be able to let people know what comes with it, what's happening, or they're not going to just go pick a challenge pack. They don't even know how to do that. They're just going to go in there and they're going to browse. A lot of times they may be overwhelmed and they'll leave. And you thought, oh, such and such was so interested. Well, you didn't talk to them. You didn't find out what they were interested in. You didn't find out why they were interested, because that's part of good customer service. You want to know what it is that they're trying to do. And when you find out what they're trying to do, you're able to connect them to a solution. Or if you know what it is, maybe they already know, I want Shakeology, know what flavor, know when they're ordering. Get those things done. That's customer service. And that's guaranteeing you a more loyal customer and a raging fan, somebody that says, oh my God, I worked with such and such and they were great and it was really easy and they showed me or they told me. So be there for your customers and be able to do that with them and for them in a way that's going to help both of you. Okay? So that's it. We didn't want to keep you guys here all day. We'll be meeting again. Today was the 18th, the 25th. It will be June 1st. June 1st will be our next call. So the things you need to be focused on is the training group, the national wake-up call, right? These calls every other Monday, and making sure that Success Club this month for you, which is 3 to 5 challenge packs, nothing less, 3 to 5. You can help 3 to 5 people this month. Make that a no matter what for your business. You will hit success starters, and nonetheless, you will move your business forward, which is what you want to do. You guys have a great morning. We love you. This is our virtual Team Fit Factory. Put your arm in, babe. I don't know what's going on with him in the sign language. Put your arm in. 1, 2, 3, Team Fit Factory. Have a great one, guys.